The U.S. Air Force is on track to begin permanently basing its F-35 jets abroad next year, with Royal Air Force Lakenheath in England set to become the service's first international F-35 base. But construction on new hangars and facilities necessary for supporting the high-tech stealth jet have gone over budget and over schedule, and many buildings won't be ready when the first planes arrive in November 2021. On average, construction projects associated with the F-35 beddown at Lakenheath are about 25% over the initial $480 million budget estimated in 2015. The cost increase is not the only problem. As Royal Air Force Lakenheath's first F-35 squadron stands up, neither the hangars planned to house the jets nor the headquarters building used for planning operations and maintenance will be ready. A training simulator building will also be late. Despite the delays, the Air Force still plans to move forward with the beddown of the jet. Warner said the service is exploring options to keep operations on track, such having the new F-35 squadron share space with existing units, which include 3 American F-15 squadrons, or potentially leasing additional facilities on base from the United Kingdom. The arrival of U.S. Air Force F-35s in Europe has been a long-awaited milestone for the service, which announced in 2015 that Royal Air Force Lakenheath would become the first international location to get the jets. Since then, F-35s temporarily deployed to the base in 2017. Under the current plans, F-35 pilots and maintainers will begin to arrive at Royal Air Force Lakenheath in June 2021, with the first aircraft to follow in November. The base will eventually be home to 2 F-35 squadrons, each with a total of 24 jets. The beddown will follow more than 5 years of planning and development on the part of the Air Force, which stood up a team in 2015 to get the base ready for the incoming jets. In 2018, the U.S. Air Force chose Kyer Volker Fitzpatrick, a joint venture of UK-based design and construction firms Kyer Group and Volker Fitzpatrick, to build and renovate all installations associated with the F-35 presence at Royal Air Force Lakenheath. Construction began in July 2019, with 7 of 14 new facilities, which will include new hangars, a building for flight simulation, a maintenance unit and storage facilities, currently either being built or already complete. As unforeseen costs have mounted, the base's Program Integration Office has had to request $90 million in additional funding from Congress, as well as permission from the Pentagon to revise the scope of the projects. But there's no overarching answer for why costs have ballooned. With only a few years between the decision to base F-35s at Lakenheath in 2015 and the original planned start of operations in 2020, the U.S. government wanted to put a construction firm under contract sooner rather than later, said Stephen King of the Defense Infrastructure Organization, a UK government agency charged with overseeing the building and maintenance of military facilities. But workforce costs grew as the project was discovered to be more complex than originally anticipated. Because the F-35 is a stealth jet that processes large amounts of classified information, many of the installations linked with its operations must meet certain security specifications. Building those structures to both US and UK standards while using a foreign workforce of UK citizens posed challenges that the US Air Force did not foresee during the design process. Air Force officials have said keeping the projects on track was always going to be a challenge. In 2016, Colonel Robert Novotny, who was then the commander of the base's 48th Fighter Wing, predicted construction projects could face troubles getting funding or finding a skilled workforce to build the new facilities, and that F-35s likely wouldn't begin to arrive on base until at least 2021 or 2022.